So, you've probably scrolled past a reel of someone pouring a raw egg milkshake into cottage cheese, washing it down with bone broth lattes, and claiming that 180 grams of protein a day is the ticket to ripped abs, glowing skin, and balanced hormones. High-protein diets have officially left the bodybuilding corner of the gym and landed on every algorithm. But before you start dunking steak in Greek yogurt, let's run through what I call the ABCs of a high-protein approach. 10 things you honestly need to know, backed by real data, not TikTok hype. First, A stands for actual requirements. The National Academy of Medicine still recommends 0.36 grams per pound of body weight for the average adult. If you lift heavy or you're over 60, bumping that to about 0.55 grams per pound can improve muscle retention. That means a 170-pound woman really does fine on 62 to 90 grams, not 150 plus. And no, the FDA hasn't moved the goalposts just because #gains is trending. B is bioavailability. Your body doesn't treat every gram the same, you know? Animal proteins average a digestible indispensable amino acid score, DIAS, above 1.0, while most plant sources sit somewhere between 0.5 and 0.9. Translation: 10 grams of whey isn't equal to 10 grams of wheat gluten. If you're plant-based, you just have to mix sources, like soy plus rice, or maybe lentils with quinoa, to cover the full amino acid spectrum. C is catabolism control. Muscle protein breakdown is a normal daily process. You blunt it by hitting at least 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal. Notice I said per meal, not per day. A 2022 University of Texas study showed that evenly distributing protein across breakfast, lunch, and dinner stimulated 25% more muscle synthesis than backloading 60 grams at dinner. D is digestion. Slam back 70 grams of chicken breast in one sitting and your gut is going to riot. Excess protein that can't be stored as amino acids gets deaminated, basically stripped of nitrogen, which your liver converts to urea. You'll be thirstier and your kidneys get extra workload. People with pre-existing kidney disease absolutely need medical clearance before doubling their protein intake. E is energy balance. Protein is filling, great, but it's still 4 calories per gram. If you tack protein powder onto every snack without trimming carbs or fat, the math wins. You gain weight. A 2024 Nature Metabolism meta-analysis found that high-protein diets reduced body fat in the short term, mostly because participants inadvertently ate fewer total calories, not because protein has magic fat-melting powers. F stands for food quality. 75% of the high-protein products in grocery stores are ultra-processed. Think bars with sugar alcohols and shakes with palm kernel oil. These deliver protein but also sodium, additives, and a blood sugar roller coaster you didn't ask for. G is glycine gap. When you load up on muscle meats, like chicken breast, steak, or burgers, you get plenty of methionine but comparatively little glycine. An imbalance between those two amino acids raises homocysteine, a cardiovascular risk marker. H is for hormones, specifically IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor 1. Protein, especially dairy protein, really spikes IGF-1. That can be awesome for muscle growth, but if IGF-1 stays chronically elevated, it's actually correlated with certain cancers. I is individual variance, and honestly, genetic data show there are wide swings in how people respond to protein. The FTO gene variant, for example, actually alters satiety signaling. Carriers often feel less full from the same protein dose. So if your gym buddy totally thrives on 140 grams per day and you feel bloated at 90, trust your body, not their macro spreadsheet. And finally, J is for joy. When hitting a protein target becomes a math test that turns every meal into a chore, disordered thinking can creep in. A 2023 survey published in Appetite found that 17% of adults following rigid macro tracking displayed orthorexic tendencies within 6 months. Food is fuel, sure, but it's also culture, fun, and connection. If you feel guilty eating an apple because it only has a token gram of protein, just step back for a second. So, where does that leave us? By all means, prioritize protein. Your muscles, bones, and immune system definitely need it. Just keep the dose evidence-based, Spread it across meals, mix your sources, mind kidney health, and leave room on the plate for plants, fats, and carbs. And remember, sometimes food can just be food. It doesn't need to be a protein hack. If this helped cut through the noise, hit the like button, share it with the friend who travels with a shaker bottle, and subscribe for more unfiltered, data-driven nutrition talk. See you next time, minus the cottage cheese latte.